devotion is to chant ourselves and spread Krishna consciousness throughout the world. And if you see, even in Vancouver, many devotees are who have taken shelter there. How in English they together. It's difficult to count, right? So everywhere if you see in every corner of the world, it's difficult to count the number of devotees. So we have to reach out also to them. Keep the flame of devotion always, higher. Progress is essential. We cannot have a stagnant mind simply to chant 16 rounds and that also with a struggle. How long are you going to struggle? Chanting Hare Krishna does not require struggle. If it is coming out, the love from the heart, it's not a matter of struggle. It is a way of life and it can be easily lived as it is meant for. So, Kali Kalera Nama Rupe Krishna Ravataha. So you will see the presence of Lord Krishna within this Kali Yuga if we call out his name sincerely. But that is not the only recognition of Lord Krishna and realization thereafter as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's not enough. Because devotional service does not stop there. It goes on further and further and further till it will pull you back in its own realm for Guru Vrindavan and its pure innate spiritual existence. But that is science. It is not happening as resulting in the mind. We have to train our mind in the discipline which is shown by our predecessor acharyas, Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. So it's an ongoing process. It is very scientific. Pratyaksha avagamam dharmyam susukham kartum abhyayam. If we follow in the footsteps, that avagamam is important. To follow in the footsteps. Avagamam. Don't gaman, but avagamam. Let somebody walk first and become your example. And then you walk behind him. That is called avagamam. And stepwise. Do not jump over. Do not become superior than thou would become. It is very essential that people transgress this simply by allurement of some physical recognition or physical power or something like that. And that creates a big havoc. It's a disturbance because it is not recommended in the Pancharatri. Shruti, Smruti, Puranadi, Pancharatri within Vina, Aikantiki Harir Bhakti Utpataya Tapate. It creates disturbance in the society if it is transgressing the stepwise following. Yeah, I was thinking.
From work, sorry. She was teaching music today, so she came straight from work.
So, the point is that if we think we are mature in Krishna consciousness, to start is not difficult, but to continue is also not difficult. It becomes our second habit. It is involved in our life. So it is by natural progressive aspect we develop into a very serious introvert progression. Introvert, not extrovert. and that is private. One cannot have that to be done in public. Public, you chant Hare Krishna 16 rounds, follow 4 regulative principles, and try to understand the tenets of bhakti, and always preach in a stepwise way. So this is the external function. But the internal function is to develop the proper taste, ruchi. Now, in bodily conception of life, ruchi comes as an obstacle. You can't create a ruchi. But nonetheless, because in science all the progress is, or the procedures remain the same, the progression is also waiting, but it is to be done stepwise, not jumping over. So they are also waiting. Why do we have to constrict ourselves, not developing our internal bhajan? So that is another thing. Following 4 regulative principles may be easy. Those who are daily practicing. You don't want to involve yourself into what you call, that makes you muchi, both internally and externally. Always try to remain clean as much as possible. External cleanliness, internal cleanliness will both come. Those who are second initiate must progress towards internal cleanliness. So, everybody can have access to the internal bhajan. Otherwise, we will miss the boat. If we do not remain serious in making natural progression, and if we do not hinder it with our bad habits or idiocy, or not trying to understand even the scientific progression, we deprive ourselves, to the benefit that a human life can afford. No other life can afford to think internally, meditating on the true nature of pure devotion, pure love of God. Externally, we may sometimes overflow like an effervescent, but that fall out. As long as the bottle was kept, effervescent will not flow out. Open up, then it will start flowing. But prematurely you cannot open. You can open only when you are ready to drink it, so nothing can be flowed out. So this is an important thing, that we are entering into that phase. And we have already started the process of contemplation. ISKCON can afford that, to become an internal practitioner. There are several devotees, outstanding devotees, who are progressing, giving up all their, affairs of GBC, politicking, this and that. Everything has to be given up in order to become self-reliant upon Guru and Krishna realized within, and then they will be able to teach others also by that example. This is a very sacred duty. Every Guru has to do it. So, many are serious devotees, chanting for almost 15, 20 years, even from 10 years. This system of what called Bhajana Pranali is available. It has been indicated, it has been contemplated, and our predecessor acharyas are the example we have to follow. Because they chose to stay in Brajadham, Brajvasi, Brajvasis are not ordinary local people, no. Brajvasis means those who have come and stayed for the purpose of becoming the follower of Lord Krishna's entourage. They are Brajvasis. Rupa Goswami is our ideal Brajvasi we have to follow. All our predecessor Acharya, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Jiva Goswami, Raghunath Das Bhaktan Goswami, Lokanath Goswami, they're big. Narottam Das Thakur, What is their mood? They have written so many things. When are we going to relish what they have written? So this is an important function into those serious devotees. Rather than wasting much time in politicking and this and that, we should come out from that. We can't spare or keep that time for nitty-gritty politics, management. No, come out from that. Develop your own internal realm. Become a serious devotee. Behave seriously, as it is required of an ideal character of a Brajavasi, because you follow. So, 4:30, I will start class tomorrow. That will be online because it goes worldwide. Okay, people are waiting. I just took 2 days off. Because I was in transit. I could have done today also, but then we had the program. So do not keep program at 4:30 at anybody's place.
We could have kept it for 6:30.
So we have gone through almost 6 chapters of pre-qualifying oneself. 6 chapters have been covered. The recorded classes are available. Those who want, they can have access. But come out from a routine, draggish life. Keep on dragging day in and out. Oh, I have to chant my round. Oh, every step. When we had complacencies, then we can make a lot of excuses. No more excuse. How old are you spiritually? कितने साल हो गए? हरी बोलो, ये देखो, मेरे जैसे बूढ़े बूढ़े भी जी रहे हैं. Hare Krishna. Jai. That is physical struggle for existence. But actual life is eternal, right? So, why don't we struggle for eternal? Only for physics? Body? You have to struggle. But you don't want to struggle internally. Because you are fearful. We need fearlessness. Just chant like Prahlad. He was fearless. We chant our Nashim Kavach to become fearless. But otherwise, all the negative desires that are hampering our devotional service, they pop up like demons in our mind. But if you pray to Lord Nrsimhadev, tell him to please kill those demon-like desires for fruiting activities in the material world, so that I can become fearless in the struggle for existence in the material world. Struggle is there, otherwise also. But if fear and the negative desires, which are not going to be fruitful, why do we have to develop? It works like a demon. If the desires are there, then it will come out in the mouth as words, and then it will come out in the action also. If we nurture those kind of desires. So demons are within us. Demon-like desires. So we pray to Lord humbly that please slash the root cause of our own despondencies and become fearless. Otherwise also struggle for existence is there, and Darwin says survival of the fittest. And everybody is a fallible soldier. Who is going to survive? Asat Sainya. We in our family, everybody is a soldier. We think he will protect me. He will protect me. You know, all the relatives will protect me. But they are called Asat Sainya. Asat means false. They cannot do it. Everybody will raise their hand. So who is going to protect? You pray to the spiritual, absolute truth in the form of Lord Krishna, his incarnations like Nrsimhadev. They appear to relieve us from getting into a negative effect of what we call obnoxiousness towards the existence, what is Hare Krishna. But if we have to struggle from external aspects, we have to struggle for our internal aspects also. Our internal existence is the real existence because it is forever. The soul is neither born, so how is it possible that it can die? Soul never dies. It has to come out victorious, not defeated. That's this spiritual life is all about. And more we grow in our age, more we have to be realized. Otherwise we'll keep on just pampering the body, eating, sleeping, defending. Even in old age, the other thing we may not be able to do even. We become so much, devoid of energy to do anything. Only negative energies are there of dissatisfaction, of regrets, of So such situation has been hampering. We have to come out from it. When we chant Hare Krishna, we should enter into the spiritual world. Chanting Hare Krishna does not keep you in the material realm. So Golokera Prematana Harinama. It has been imported from Golok Vrindavan to take us back home to Golok Vrindavan. It is not a manufacturing mantra or some mantra in the material world. It has spiritual origin in the Vedas. It has been declared that in every Kali Yuga this will become. But especially by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have been inspired to get into the intricacy of the divinity embedded in the holy name. that habit is no different from worship. Not only that, what are the resulting progressive aspects of love of Godhead? Prema Kumar Kumar. What we are hankering in the material world, it is the same hankering for the spiritual world. But in the material world it is for temporary, in spiritual world it is for eternal. Spiritual world is eternal. Material world is temporary. Spiritual world is within you because you are spiritual in nature. So we have to explore that nature. And the system is devotional service to the Supreme. So, those who have been initiated over 10 years or more can join, become contemplative, because this is such a lucid reading method and explaining and at the same time experiencing in our sadhana that we have done. Similar occasions might have arise. But with the reference to context of this, predecessor acharyas, only Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Bhakti Vidyabhushan, all those are in our line of predecessor acharyas. So it's good that some are progressive, and they should also make progress further without shame. If we remain in our discipline, shame has no existence. So there will be questions, answers to people contemplate on the subject matter that we go through. Ask questions. Who has been participating in these classes? Hatu Chakra, raise your hands. One. What happened? Saraswati Mata? You don't know?
She didn't.
You do not know? Okay.
Lavangata Mataji, who she adds that.
Yeah, but then we have to increase our population, those who are serious. We start with a few, but we can take it. It's not that they are desirous, but we need to at least those who have cultivated maturity in the sadhana bhakti. Are you participating?
No,
Why not?
You don't know.
we actually,
बाहर निकाल दो, बाद में participate करो. You should.
I don't know that the class is starting. I'm not in that. I'm not included.
Make a list, Haribal.
Yes,
Yes, and then supply to Lone.
I will. Yes.
She will help you. No, I'm going to start from your home tomorrow, 4:30.
So it is always 4:30 in Vancouver time.
Yeah, because I want to keep 6 o'clock